Hey guys, Dawson here. Before we begin, you can see here new setup for my videos and all that. Just want to, try stuff out. If this does well, you see it more in my videos. If not, we go back to the old way. But anyway, let's begin here. And thanks for watching this video here. LSU's recruiting class this year is an interesting one. If you look at just the freshmen they are getting, it's what you expect from a program that just got a new coach, right? A class that doesn't reach the limit of what you can sign, but there are splashes of talent all throughout the class. Walker Howard is the supposed next great LSU quarterback. Will Campbell, a guy who has a chance of being the starting left tackle this year. And Harold Perkins, a guy who I'll be surprised if he isn't starting this year, alright? This class from that view is more in line with Les Miles's first class, right? You got small class, but you got the one splash, which is Harold Perkins, right? But from another point of view, this class is stacked. And that's all because of the transfer portal. The transfer part of this class that I talked about in another video being one of these corners, the info tab, link into that video. That in which, if you haven't already, go and do watch that, right? Are my thoughts on this transfer class, how it's saved in, will help LSU now. And like, this transfer class, with the mix of freshmen, help reload this LSU roster faster so they can compete earlier than expected. As I said in that video, this part of the class is important to what Brian Kelly wants to do at LSU, right? The experience LSU is getting is major. You don't want freshmen to play if you can help it, and with this class, you will see veteran college players. And also, with this experience comes leadership. Some of these players in this class were captains at their former school, and that's a good thing. Having players that will take others under their wing and just motivate the team as a whole will be great to get this rebuild going. Sure, he has a 10-year contract, Brian Kelly does, right? But he doesn't want to spend 2 to 3 years trying to get this program going, especially with LSU's high standards. Ed Orgeron got fired 2 years after our national championship. That doesn't happen unless you're Auburn. So getting these players from the transfer portal is important to not rush but make the rebuild simpler. Making this rebuild as simple as possible makes it so LSU can compete as soon as possible. And that's what Brian Kelly was brought to LSU for, to compete and win SEC titles and play in college football playoff games. And win national championships to go along with that. This rebuild can easily be the same type of rebuild Michigan State just had. That team they had last year that just gave Mel Tucker that extension just because of how well they played was built on the transfer portal. But with the way talent in the SEC and in Louisiana, which are mostly where all the people in this class came from, and in a year where you're not looking like you can compete and say this team is playing well, you're playing with house money with the wins you are getting. And if you're just better than 500, you make it look like you made the right hire if you're Scott Woodward. If Brian Kelly keeps winning with this, if Brian Kelly wins in his first year with the talent on hand, Scott Woodward, it looks like a genius, right? He'll continue looking like a genius. If baseball is going on, he looks like a genius getting the women's college basketball coach Mulkey here, right? Just because they are playing with house money, right? And that's the best you can hope for if you're an LSU fan for this team to compete as early as possible, so that one, your boosters will spend more money in NIL, which they're planning on doing so, but just winning makes it easier for them to, bring that money out for players. It's easier to get recruits that way. You got two coaches in your division that have national championship experience, even though Jimbo hasn't won one in the SEC. He still has a ring. So just if this class is going to be built for what this class is what Brian Kelly is hoping for, and that is to win now. So for the rest of his tenure at LSU, he can stay winning, stay well. Because one class can ruin your program, all right? And hopefully his first class isn't his, the one that messes him up. But that will be it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, like, subscribe, comment. I know at the end I wasn't really that good explaining my thoughts, but I feel I still did it well. And if I didn't, just comment down and I'll write better scripts for my videos, because these videos are scripted because I can't think on the fly. Most of the time I have to get my thoughts out. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, comment. Follow me on Twitter here if you want to. I really don't care if you do follow me on Twitter. I do care if you subscribe, right? We are on the road to 40 subscribers. My guys, and then after 40, it goes to 50, and so on and so forth. And we'll continue this growth if we continue covering LSU. And see you guys next time.